shared it
Of course, I waited till like
today.
yesterday.
I didn't get to see theirs. I'll have to go in and check to see if I can find theirs. But yeah, I mean, that was a good challenge. I think that, that gets everybody getting it done. That was good homework.
Yeah,
It was good
yeah.
homework. Well,
Well, and
I
I
let
figured,
everybody know that it was today again, and then I'm also sharing it out in my shuffle, which I will show you guys how to do as you start to accumulate people joining you, where it is on shuffle so that you can broadcast a message out that we're doing this, because you might have people that you're not necessarily connected with anywhere else. And it's not like they send us an email and say, hey, here's their email, reach out. It's not like that kind of program. It's just an affiliate. So I like to invite them all, and I'm letting them know that it's going on my YouTube channel. So I am recording these and then uploading them later, so we can always go back and keep looking at them and, sharing what we learned.
I found something new this morning.
What?
They have a promotional card now where you can actually send people without sending them one of your 10 cards.
Oh, to do a promotional, oh, you mean give them one so you can send it one done with them on it, show them how it's done.
Yeah, and in their business.
Yes, you can.
I
Very
thought that
good.
was very interesting.
Well, that's awesome. So where did you find that at? How did you find it?
On their video, on the shuffle video.
The training.
Yes.
I love that. Aren't their trainings good? I mean, I know they're not as good as ours, but they're good, right?
Yeah, they're interesting.
And they're shorter.
And I thought it was interesting too how that you can tag people into different groups of
Hey.
like you yourself, you do and you can tag people in that.
nice. I didn't even know that. What would be a good reason for doing that? What to show somebody else shuffle?
Yeah, and also if you have people like you yourself, you do different companies, you can group them by that company.
Yeah, I'll show you the tags after Lisa does her chart. She's going to show you how she did her card from scratch, and we'll go in and review tags because I do have a lot of tags set up on mine. I'll show you how I do it. That'll help.
So that's correct. They can.
I don't think so.
Okay, hold on. Jessica's on. All right, so you're able to share, Wilbur, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm going to do it right from like I did it from scratch. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Fine.
Share screen. Okay. Yeah, the only thing that's hard is with all the things are in the way, the toolbar and stuff. Okay. So what I did is I go in, there may be an easier way to do some of this, but I'm going to show you how I did it. I went to lfi.com, which is the shuffle thing. It says Discover Shuffle. I clicked on that. And then I logged in. And the original card that I made so long ago, I actually did that on the phone. This is so much easier on the laptop. And I think they also simplified it since I originally did that, because now it's just steps. You almost can't mess this up, really. If I didn't mess it up, you can't. So you just click on Create and a card. This is so easy, and you can pick any template you want, and they scroll by holding it down. So I think I did the second one, so I'll do the second one again just to make it easy.
And the second one's nice because it has the picture all on the top, I think.
Yes. Yeah, that makes it easy. And I actually redid the card after you saw it this morning because I realized what I wanted to do different. Okay, so I changed it to green because the campaign 12 is actually Skin So Soft on the front, Avon campaign 12. So I changed it to green, and then you just press next. It's just one going one to the other. I did ask for my profile information to be put in. And then I just changed some of it because I wanted campaign 12. So I put Avon campaign 12. And then I changed this later after you saw it to Avon campaign. And then the 12. Whoop, I did it. Campaign 12. And then my name down here.
I like that.
And I did that because I realized it should be more customer centered. So I also changed this. This wasn't right anymore. That's different. And then this, a customer doesn't care about my leadership title. So I put your Avon lady because that's what I usually put for customers. So I changed some stuff realizing I need to, this particular card, oh God, that picture's horrible. I'm sorry.
It's not horrible.
What was I doing that day? Sorry. But I realized that my card wasn't friendly enough for a customer. So I wrote on the paragraph part does show when you have the card. So I say, welcome to campaign 12. This is my online Avon store. I have highlighted the products that I use and love so that you can check them out. And the shuffle banner I always put because that I share it a lot, and that's how I've gotten where they now pay me instead of me paying for shuffle, is by having that always on. So I suggest turning that on. And I think that's it for this particular part. And then you just go next. And then, yes, I want to change that picture. Yes, I do. And I'll change it to, this one's a little bit more current. Not that that's much better, is it? That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then change the logo. I like the old one.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. And then change the products. Oh, I've already got them in there, but I'll add one. So
How did you do that?
how I add it. I'll
Now,
do it.
how did you put the products in there?
I'll add one right now so you can see how I did it. Okay. So these I put in there yesterday. And what I did was I went through the book. These are all the products I used yesterday. So I just did that. Instead of doing what was on sale, because I like to promote just a product without getting people used to only buying it when it's cheap. So I like to get them to love it without the price consideration, if you follow that line of logic. Anyway, I will add one right now so you can see. So you say add image, right? Now I go up here and I go to my own Avon site. So it would be youravon.com/Lisa Wilbur, and that's my own site. And you can see it's your site to verify that because your picture's here, right? And I thought it says shopping with me, but you can tell
Under your picture.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's right. Yeah,
There you
there
are.
it is. Okay. So then if you go like categories, let me see something else that I use all the time. You know what I've got on today is the ink foundation. I think I finally found my color. Foundation and primer. I've already got the primer in my little wheel there, but now today I'm wearing the ink foundation, which here it is right here. Okay, so I click on it and I bring up the picture. Now I point at the picture and I right click and I save the image and I'll call it ink foundation, but all of mine automatically get saved in downloads.
Now, can you save your shade in there?
Did I save what?
Can you save your shade?
No, you can't. But you wouldn't want to do that because customers aren't going to have your shade.
Well, that's true.
Right. So anyway, I'm saving just the graphic. This is the picture. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is up here in the bar up here, you can see my, right? So that highlighted, and then I'm going to right click and copy that. Okay. Now I'm going back to the shuffle card and see I clicked on add a product. So choose image file. And I'm going to go into downloads, and there's the one I just did. So that was a double click. Okay. And there, and then I click on crop because it looks the way I want it to look in the wheel. And then here it says link. So I didn't see this at first, but right there it says link. You click on that and it gives you the space to type in there. So then you right click again and paste. And that's the link to that page on your site. So when they click on the product, they're going right to your online store. And
To
save.
that product, right to that product in your
Right to
online
that
store.
product. So that just added that, and I did that exact same procedure for all of these items.
Mhm.
I just sat here and went back and forth from my site to this. And it was easy. And you could do like, I think you were doing for the sale price. You could change it for the sale prices. I just did it because I don't think I'll always go back in and change it for what's on
Well,
highlighting.
And keep in mind, now that you have those pictures, the only thing you would need to change is if you want it to work so that when they click on that picture, that it goes right to that product in that
the
campaign.
URL.
All you do is change the URL underneath them. Your pictures
Nice.
are already there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then once you get as many as you want, the wheel, you can do up to 100.
Mm-hmm.
There's pictures for up to, see, out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
Then save, and that puts the wheelie right there. And then you just go next.
And if you wanted more pictures, you would have just clicked on all of them and they would have added them.
Oh, it only added the one?
Only the
Whoops,
one. So
okay.
if you go back to social, go back to social. Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
thank you, because I hadn't done that, the product pictures. Okay.
So
Okay,
that's the only one. Yeah, you gotta, click on all of them. There you go.
Nice. Thank you.
And so like next campaign, when you go to, once you do your card and you have pictures in there that you like and products you use, you just update the URL underneath them and then choose them all again.
Nice. Thank you.
Even easy.
So this, see the buttons means that's how many pictures are on my card. So then I'm going to go to next. Once you put these all in, sorry.
You got a
somebody's at
dog
the
that
door.
barks now.
Somebody's at the door. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Probably Grammy. But once you put these in once and you said use the information in your profile, it copied it all and I didn't have to do that. And then it has down the bottom here, I'll get one of those for you too, is the YouTube link. So what I did was I went to the other, to YouTube in Internet Explorer, but you could do it in Chrome, I suppose. And I went and searched for this one, the Boss Life video, because I like that one. And I put that in there. And you just say share, and it brings up the little share box. And then this is the URL I need, so I just say copy. And then I go back to the card, and I said, Avon, and be your own boss. And then I just paste the link that I got from YouTube over there. So you can see it puts the Boss Life video right there. Right? And then I actually put you can put a second one. I put a second one on the other one. And see, it just made a space for it. And I did, the easy way to find it would be history, wouldn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. History. Oh, then you get to see all the other stuff I was looking at, though. That ain't good.
Oh boy. Is it any good looking men showing up? I'm just curious, dancers.
Wouldn't that be something?
Well, the Avon site itself does bring them
I was
up.
watching
so-
Hoarders because I
There
was
you go.
cleaning out my house. Here it is.
There you go.
Yeah, I watch Hoarders because that keeps me in line.
Oh, I'm telling you. Well, Avon, the site Avon, if you actually do choose to get on YouTube, you can follow them, subscribe to their channel.
Oops,
It'll always
sorry.
show up.
I never knew what Hoarders was until my dad died.
Oh no.
And we went to his house and we had 50 bags of trash out of one room.
I
Well, you
think
just never
everybody
know.
could be a hoarder. That's why you have to, yeah.
Yeah, I seen that you had this video on there, and that's good. And you can pick any. They have a lot of training videos on there, and they're just look at the time, keep them so that within a minute or two, nobody's going to watch an hour.
Yeah, some of them aren't on Avon's site. I don't think this one might maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But sometimes, like I typed in the search bar, Bug Guard, Avon Bug Guard commercial,
Did you?
and that's how I got this. So
Cool.
sometimes there are old commercials for a product that we still sell that'll work.
Yeah.
Anyway, see,
that
there
works.
they are. There's the 2 videos right there. And so that's it. And then you press next. You look at what it is, and I'm happy with this. This is yay. Oh, wait a minute. There was something here. This isn't right. Information. You can go backwards, by the way. That would drive me crazy if I didn't fix this. Believe it or not, that has to be centered. But you can, after you fix it, you can just keep going. Yay! And
Love it.
I like it. That's fine. Except this wasn't right. This should have been the
Picture of the catalog.
Picture of the catalog. Yeah.
There you go.
Why did I have me there?
Well, you just was trying to change that picture. You just got changed it on your profile.
Yeah, really.
How did you do that?
What I just did?
Yeah.
It was back in step 3. The top
Okay.
one. Oh, how did I get this picture?
How did you put the picture of the catalog on there?
Okay, so if you go back to the Avon site, right?
Okay.
And you, actually, I think I got this, although you could shop by this digital catalog. I actually got this from the other Avon site. So
Okay.
right here, the representative site,
Okay.
and you sign in.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you go browse products, view brochure, that's what I did. And then see, there's that's the what's new, but it didn't matter because I could just crop that.
Right.
So I pulled that up. And then on your laptop, there's a button that says print screen, PRTSC. And I click that. And then what happens is when I go in my folder down here into the screenshots. And you're going to see that screenshot of the.
I just right click it. It doesn't work on yours to right click,
Oh, it could. I don't know.
but that works.
But yeah, so this is it. The screenshot of it cropped down. This is already cropped down because I cropped it. Do you know how to crop, or do you want me to do that?
I know how to do that.
You do or you don't?
I do.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'd already done that. So this is cropped. So then when I went to do the shuffle card back in Shuffle, that's how I got it, is I just took that, I clicked on change photo, and it had all these choices, and I put upload new photo and picked that crop picture. Does that make sense, Charlotte?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So then save. And that's it. Once you get to the end,
Be right back.
and see, you can go like, I saw mistakes at the end and went way back to the front, and it didn't matter. And I could just jump around all I wanted. And there's a
love that.
second campaign 12. I have the 100 card thing that I've never used that much of, so I didn't have to delete one to get.
Yeah, you're funny. I'll have to delete them. I do need to upgrade. I need to go to the 100 cards though, for sure. I have not upgraded that yet, but I just haven't had. As soon as I get my first listing, I will be upgrading to 50. If
Well,
I'm
you
50.
know, I'm bad about bigger is better. So when they said 100 cards, I'm like, yeah, 100 cards.
I'm
Although
on it.
I've ever only used one. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but now that you're getting so good at making them, you can create a campaign out of that. You can do, you can capture people's information, you know, get the lead capture off of it and have a good time. Still waiting for you to put up that lead capture one to see how many leads you get that day that want to use it to get 100
Ooh.
leads.
Yeah,
Be a
that's
good
good.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good uses for that. I can absolutely see that. And next time I do an event, I'm definitely using that
Yes.
with QR code. Print the QR code on a paper and have them sign up that way. I think
Yep.
that's good use.
That'll be perfect.
Yeah.
So does anybody
awesome.
have any questions as far as like what they've tried to do this week that they want us to explain? I'll go over tags with you guys and show you how you can use tags, but anything else besides that?
And don't forget what we just did, Scola did last week.
Right.
So either one of us, you can go back and review the video because these are recorded. So you can
Where
go
does
back and
the
look.
lead capture go?
The lead captures also go to your shuffle. It'll go under Discover, which I can show you.
Okay.
Once you make them up, you'll get a notification on your phone. As long as you have notifications set on your phone to come through, you'll get a notification every time somebody views one of your cards, every time you get a new lead capture, all of that goes right to your phone. So, all right, I'll share and I'll show you the tags so that you could see. I, of course, already have it saved and logged in, so I don't have to do the six other steps. See, we just go right in. Because I'm in it all the time. When I realized how easy it was, I'm in it. So today, I mean, what's nice is you can, and I could not remember how to do this morning because I just don't send out broadcast messages as often as I should. But when you go underneath chatter, which is the chatter button by your profile up here, when you hit the chatter button and you see all the chatter comes up. Over here on this side, there's this announcement button. And when you hit the announcement button, it lets you broadcast to a group or a tag. So once you do start tagging people, if you have your team, if you have a Send Out Cards team or an Avon team or a HempWorks team or a real estate team or whatever team you have, you can have a tag for that. If you have a bunch of people that you know want to go to your events, or if you're in a dog or cat group and you have them tagged, you can send everybody that you have in that group in here, because it's just like having a your contacts in your phone, and then you can broadcast to them if you've sent them a card. So that's this, all of your connections. So this is all of your shuffle connections, everybody you've connected with, period. So anybody that's on your team, not on your team, that you connected with, you can send a message to all of them. Just your referral network, which I'm going to show you how to do, or your channels. A channel is something you can start creating. Once you get in here and you start using Shuffle a lot, you'll see what a channel can do for you. We're not going over channels today. So, but the referral network, if I wanted to, I can pick my whole network to broadcast to, or my level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So if I was looking to just send them to 3, or if I just wanted to send them to 6, I can just pick 1, or I can pick my whole network. So like today, I sent out the message, Zoom training today, 1 o'clock if you'd like to reach. I will go back in later and I will send out, here's the YouTube channel to get the recordings. And I do have a lot of people later on will catch recordings. So you just want to send out something great to them. Hey, they're running a special, and they do run specials in their affiliate program. So if you're staying on top of it, this is a good way to let people know when you're in your network what's going on. So that's how you broadcast. Now, if you wanted to create tags, I have in my contacts, and I think you get tags from here. Yep. You click on tags from contacts. So once you see, I have all these tags. So I had 97 in my team shuffle that I've added. These are all team shuffle tags. If I wanted to choose somebody like my real estate class, I started collecting people from there. I collected 5 people. My leads, my daily choice, builders. I have 3 of them in here, but this is where you would create a tag for people. So when you're in and you collect somebody's information and your contacts, for instance, I don't know if I have somebody in here that I don't. Okay, so like Sarah, I added Sarah. I don't have her tag. I have her tag for C11 and lead capture, but I could add a tag to her for real estate. So I have she's in real estate. So real estate Facebook. So I can add her to that group, and now there's a tag on her. And what tags help you is if you just wanted to search a tag and I don't have them in here, but I could put like team. If I have team tags, they would come up. So these are everybody that's on my team that's tagged.
So this is
I can
kind of like this send out cards thing.
Right. So you're just keeping them in groups, which makes it easier to find people once. And if you're using Shuffle for everybody, if you're using Shuffle for your, people that use Shuffle for all of their stuff, including who their electrician is, who their plumber is, other plumbers, their car, people that fix their car salesmen, all of that. If you have a business card you've collected from them, you're taking a picture, put them in a group. So then you don't have to remember who the heck was John. Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember where I met him from. And I look at his card and go, well, darn, I forgot I even had him in here. I wish I had him in my tags. So it just makes it easier to find. So that's what you can do with the tags. And then you can also send them, you can send them broadcast stuff out. So you can bring them up this way too. List view and up, it's just the same. It's all how you want to do your contacts. Under activity shows you what all of your stuff's doing. So I just added Sarah. Now it reminded me. So I can go back and see how my broadcasts, I broadcasted this morning to level 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. I sent the broadcast message out, but it also shows when somebody has viewed my cards. So the ones that say viewed campaign 4 card on May 7th, that was actually a campaign that I made. So because it was set up as a campaign, even though the card changed, they still viewed it. It's just the campaign that I made for it. So.
What's the difference in the levels?
You have people that will sign up first level with you, and then you have those people that will sign up and those people that will sign people up. And if you ever look at their affiliate program.
It's like generations, Charlotte.
Yes.
Okay.
Like in Avon generations.
And then this little thing up here, this little bell, when you click on it, those are your notifications, your real-time notifications. So if you start getting leads, they'll show up in here. Your leads will show up in here. So
when you broadcast to someone, is that where they need to find it, or does it go to their phone?
It goes to their phone. Actually, you get a Shuffle notification that you got a message. And again, they have to have their notifications on their phone, or they won't see it until they get into Shuffle, and it'll show up under Discover, under here. So if the Discover on your phone will show up too at the bottom. You'll have a little thing that says 1 or 2 or 3 under Discover. So people have either requested to see your cards, or they've requested just to hook up with you, or they've sent you a message, but that's where to show up.
What does that mean?
Discover?
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, when I set this up, I had like 5 different people that their name was on there, and I didn't know what it meant.
Well, they're in Shuffle. So because Shuffle's like a network, so Shuffle's a network like Facebook and the rest of them. So some people have made comments that, well, I have all these weird people sending me messages. Guys are now sending me messages or whatever. It's still a network. You do not have to accept them all if you don't want to. I'm a firm believer of accept them all till they cause me a problem, block them if they cause me a problem, so because I want to build my network. And sometimes you never know what that person's going to bring to you. So they're doing the same thing we're doing. They're trying to build a network. So you can accept them or not. You don't have to chat with them just because you accepted them, but at least they're part of your network.
It's like going to a Chamber of Commerce meeting, except online. And so you're going to meet people that are men and women, and some of them are going to want to do business with you. Some of them aren't. Some are going to refer people to you. Some of them aren't. Some you're going to refer people to them if you find out what they do. So it's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm old school, so.
Yeah.
That's why I was throwing in an old school example, Charlotte.
That's right.
I was throwing it right there for you.
Thank you.
Hi,
But
Mary.
it's nice because it's not hard at all to get used to using, and their trainings, like you found out, are pretty self-explanatory, and that is how I learned how to do a lot of what I do with them. I just like the fact that they're easy to share. I like that they come up looking like a little website, which makes you look real professional. And I love that people keep them forever. You know, unlike a regular business card that gets thrown in the garbage, once they view your card, you're always going to be able to view your card, because when you update that card, like Lisa made today, it's going to ask her next time, do you want to send this to everybody who you've sent it to before, which those are people that viewed your card. And then they'll send out notifications that, oh, Lisa Wilbur just updated her card, and people will look at that. So whether you want to change the card, you want to change your title, you want to change what you're doing for a living or whatever, they're going to get that notification.
And you can post it on social media so
Yes.
that you don't necessarily have to run into someone individually to send it to them. You can post a link to your shuffle card on social media.
And I suggest doing that all the time and texting it to people. So new reps, I text them a shuffle card that welcomes them, has all the links of things they need to do. New customers, make sure that if you have their phone number, you're emailing them stuff, text message your card too. Just the same as you can download pictures now from Avon Social and text them that. Well, why not text them the card that goes to all the links to all the products? So.
And you know where I use this the most is when someone comes up to me, and odds are I don't have a catalog with me. That's bad, but I hardly ever have the right one or a decent looking one that doesn't look like it's been through the washing machine. So somebody will come up to me and say, do you have a brochure? Because I'm driving around in a vinyl wrapped car. They'll come up, do you have a brochure? This happened not long ago when I took Grammy to a doctor's appointment. I'm waiting in the van. They come up to the window. I said, oh, I don't have one, but I got something even better. And I whip out my phone and I open up Shuffle. And I said, if you just put in, and I had her do it, you put in your name and your cell phone number, and I'll send you a link to all the brochures, not just one. If I happen to have one in my purse, you're getting that one. This way, you're getting them all. So I do that, and then I have her name and phone number, and I haven't had anyone not give it to me.
As a matter of fact, they'll fill out all that information.
Oh,
Their
but
address, everything.
Right, they do whether I ask for it or not. But it's funny because, hey, Bo, I haven't had anybody not give it to me. Where I did have objections when I was giving out the paper catalog, and I'd say, can I have your contact information so I can follow up with you? No thanks. They would say, no thanks. No, not into that. But this way, I haven't had anybody turn me down.
No.
They just do it. I say, oh, here's my phone. And I'm handing it right to them, and they just put it in. I haven't had anybody not want to do it. It's hysterical, and it's great. It's great. You can follow up, and they have them all. They have all the brochures from then on.
And I love the fact that when you share the card, when you're sharing it, it's going to ask you right at the end, would you like to follow up with them? It's going to come right up on your phone. Follow up, would you like to follow up? And you're going to say, yeah, I want to follow up. You're going to tell your phone when to remind you to follow up with them, which is even better, because God knows in this busy world we live in, we forget. You know, like you'll be sitting at your, okay, I'm just going to say I do this, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I will be sitting around at the most improper tune time, like dinner or just laying down to go to sleep. And all of a sudden my little brain's going to go, oh my God, Lisa, you were supposed to call that lady yesterday from blah, blah, blah. And then it was like a day late. And it's just like all of a sudden now I'm remembering. But my phone reminds me, then I will remember, you know, better than all these Post-it notes, you know, all the Post-it notes that you put on your desk all day long, the things you need to do. That's what the Shuffle reminds me to do. That those reminders come in, and you can do the same, which they shared a whole training on it, that if you do have tags in there for your plumber or your car, you know, your car guy, or somebody that you're, you know, like around here, our bug person that comes every 3 months, I have their information, and I have that follow-up reminder. When they do it, I go to their card that I had taken from them and saved in my phone, and I go to follow up, and it'll send me the reminder the month that I know they're coming. So I already know. So you can literally use it as an alarm clock on a lot of stuff, just not advertising.
And you know, I totally forgot what I was Oh, I hate that when I do that.
See? Now, if you would have had it in your phone.
I know. Somebody did ask me this week is they want to do shuffle, so now they don't want to do campaign mailer. And I said, no, this is one of the tools. Use them all. Don't say, I'm going to use this and nothing else. That doesn't make sense. You need to use everything. So when like that lady that I met at waiting for my mother for the doctor's appointment, she came up, I did the shuffle. Then I got her address. She actually didn't put it into the app. I looked it up on whitepages.com and found it from her phone number. I did reverse lookup. Then I added her to campaign mailer and sent her a card and send out cards telling her that I added her in campaign mailer. Oh, look at the cat. Oh, Mary. Hi. Oh.
Kitty time.
So I would say use all the tools. Oh, look, I just got a nose. Oh, you can't see. Oh, I just got a nose.
There's Bo. Hi. Aw.
But I use all the tools because that's what really is effective, is not pick one out and think that's going to solve all your issues. Use them all. Because customers are, matter of fact, you know what the biggest response that I've had from people with Shuffle, it's kind of funny. They say, wow, I had no idea that Avon was this technologically advanced. And of course, this has nothing to do with Avon. They didn't come out with this. But I say, yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It doesn't, because it doesn't matter. It's a business service. And it's awesome. So
and you know what?
It shines a nice light on the company, even if it wasn't from the company.
The same as like I've heard, mixed emotions about the change on digital brochure. You know what? I'm not a fan, but I just, that's me. I'm old school. I hate change. It takes me a long time to get into change. So I'm so glad the old one's still on there. But it doesn't matter because the customers that are really shopping are using that tool that I'm sending them anyways. They're really not getting right on my website to shop. Now, I'm going to put a link up there for them to use the beauty finder so that they can actually get in there and do their makeup and whatnot, because they'll never probably find it any other way. But that's just another way. And the follow-up and the stats on your cards will help you as well. So there's a lot of numbers people out there that want to say, well, I want to know if I'm getting my money's worth. Are more people looking at my card on Facebook, or are they looking at my card in person, or how am I doing? It shows you in the stats on every single card. It breaks it down. So you can go in on every card and look at the stats to see if you have a video on there. How long are the videos playing? Are they really, so you can really dive in deep if you like to do that kind of stuff. I don't really care that much, but there are people out there that have asked me that that's what they're looking for. So if you're looking for that, it is definitely going to be something you're going to love to look at.
So I'm not that person either. You're more that person than I am.
Right. But when it comes to putting stuff out, I'm not. When it's out, I'm sticking it out there. I'm just sticking it. It's going to keep getting stuck, whether it's working or not. And eventually it's going to work. It's not going to deter me from not doing that and doing, because it's not going to cost me any more money to put it in all those places. So, but there's just numbers people.
The more people that you get it to, that's all. I think that's always going to be true. A lot of people say to me, I gave it out 5 times and those 5 people didn't do anything, so I don't want to do it anymore. Well, it's not ever going to work that way. It's going to have to be a nice number of people every day. So my biggest pet peeve is that I read this one. She said she puts a poll up on Facebook that said she drove by a gym and she wanted to know what everybody on Facebook thought about her stopping and leaving a book there. Well, you know what? Not only are you going to need to stop at that gym, but you're probably going to have to stop at every gym within, 50 miles of you for this to really work out right and have a way to follow up. So instead of having a poll about what you should do, just do it, and lots of it. Because sharing Shuffle is going to be one of those things. You want to make it a regular thing that you do every day with everybody you possibly can do. And how I like to do it. It sounds deceptive, but it's not, I don't think. I say to people, I just got this new app on my phone. Would you help me test it? I do that still. would you help me test the new app on my phone? And especially if the person's younger than me, they're thinking, oh, let's help this little old lady out. She doesn't know what she's doing on her phone. I'll help you test it. So, yeah, but and always they are impressed by it. So it's, they think I probably don't know that much about it, which I know enough to make it work. That's all that matters.
Well,
And
look at how much you know now. I mean, you're like dangerous now.
Yeah, I know. No, thanks to you.
And like, and
That's
how much
awesome.
fun. Those same people that want to do a poll, so do a shuffle card and put up a lead capture question on it. Make it a radio poll. Do it on there. Say, hey, I'm just putting this out there. I'm going to, click on my card, answer a few, click here, answer a few questions for me. I'm just trying to gather some great information for whatever. I mean, you know what kind of people you have following you, and you know what their niches are, and you know what they enjoy. And that's just a great way. And it's a great way to gather information from your people. Like I said, it's, there's just so many uses for it that I don't know. I love it. And I think that it's well worth its money all day long because of what you can do with it.
And that's deductible expense. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like to use the will you help me, because in person, like you always use that like a Jiffy Lube when the person next to me, it's because I have a hard time striking up a conversation with a random person, and people they like to help other people. So if I say, would you mind helping me out for a second? I'm trying to do this app. That I never get no's for that. So that's why I do it. But do you all think that's too deceptive? No.
Ew.
But
Not at all.
No, but it works for me, and it's a conversation starter.
And you can ask people to share it. So if you have friends or family or younger family members that want to help you, these youngins, my kids won't be carrying my books around with me in school. They're like, I'm not bringing those books, Mom. I'm just not having it. Okay. If they ask me for them, I'll give it to them, but I have enough. I'm not carrying the books around. So what I could do with Shuffle is share my business card with them like that. And I've told them, and they're all very savvy. They know what they're doing. I said, save it to your home screen and share it out to 10 people. If you do that to 10 people a day, if you share that to 10 people a day, and I know that you did, because I want it, it'll say somebody viewed my card. So not only did you sharing it, but you make sure they're viewing it. I said, and I'll get the notification. I'll take you out for ice cream when you get home.
Oh.
How about that? Or, I'll add $5 to your allowance and get, I give people, I mean, my kids especially, or youngins or nieces and nephews, whatever, for helping me. I'm always going to, give them something, but at least I know they did that, and then it's on there and they know. So, and now they get into that habit that when they're out, they're going, and my daughter's done this, and she has called me for Mom, because she always wears the colognes and the hair, especially the high Q, and now she puts the spray in her hair, and and everybody's like, Michaela, you always smell so good. What are you wearing? And it's usually always an Avon, cologne. So she'll say, oh, it's it. They're like, really? Oh my God, where do you get it from? She's like, really like my mom, right? Like, you don't know. And so instead of having that book, she just shares my card. It's perfect.
I know I'm impressed by what you just said, but Mary's cat is not.
No. Mary's cat's still wondering why she's got this computer on the lap taking up space.
Yeah,
She's been
Mary's
real
cat.
clingy the past couple days, and I didn't want her in the picture, but she just won't get off my lap.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Yep.
Nothing wrong.
Yep.
Crystal, Maureen said, I am the same way. I have trouble starting conversations. So you know how it is. My other favorite one is I say to someone, are those Avon earrings? And even though I've sold Avon as long as Avon sold jewelry, so I really do know whether they are or not. Then no matter what they say, like if they're not, I say, they look like ones we're selling, or we sold last month, or we sold last year. Then they know, because I said that I sell Avon. That's how I get the conversation started. So I use that all the time. Krista wanted to know the name of the site again for Shuffle. I go through Elify. I'm sure there's another way to get on there, but I go.
So Crystal, do you have a card already?
I actually invited Crystal.
Good.
Oh,
you want to
okay,
use Charlotte's code.
Yeah,
So
use
Crystal,
Charlotte's code to open your Elify account.
Yeah,
So
because
Charlotte share with Crystal, so
yes,
she can get on that way.
because
that's
two
how-
reasons. First of all, Charlotte get credit. Secondly, you'll get the $9.99. Otherwise, it's going to be full price, which is
Yeah.
$20. So absolutely. Yep. So keep a watch on that, you guys, that they go to that, you know, and when you're sharing it out, that they know. I mean, you get 10 coins, or which ends up being like $1, but still, it's 10 coins if they do that, and you get a little extra when they first start, and that's every month they stay, and those little dollars add up. That's like putting $1 in the band every time. You know, $1 for everybody you know. That's pretty good.
Well, it doesn't take long before it pays your thing.
Yep, $9.99.
I mean, it's
That's
very
10
right.
people.
I don't think you and I even had it a month and we had ours paid for.
Yeah, because you only need
Right.
10. And it
Right.
pays for itself. And it's not that it's
So-
going to pay for it. It's going to, that you know you just made your $10 back. It's still going to come out, you know, come off the account
Right,
that you
right.
go in. I mean, but
I didn't
it's
mean that.
definitely,
Yeah, sorry. You're right.
definitely well worth it. Definitely well worth it. So as a matter of fact, my shuffle, and I don't use it to pay bills or anything like that. It's not an income base like that, but it's a vacation fund. Every year there's, you know, plenty of money in it for me to take my family to go somewhere on vacation, and it helps pay for things. So like I just cashed out, you know, like $2,000 off of it. So like pretty nice.
That's
So
not chicken feed.
no,
That
so
is not
every
chicken
year it's all, and I don't touch it. So it just sits there and builds up and builds up. So when I want it, I go in there and I pull it out. So it's going towards the wedding. So that'll be nice.
Oh, nice.
How do you find that part?
You have to go in when you're on that website. You want to go under the affiliate part under your name. So when you go on here, I'll share my screen and show you where it's at. So you know, up here in your profile where your name is, it says network. There says affiliate somewhere on here. Where's that say affiliate part? Because you have to go in and do it. And I'm not, it's not where it's at. Go see if it's on the main shuffle page. Where does it say for affiliate?
It's
I know
not
I thought it
under
was,
your account? Yeah.
well, because I already have one that
Oh.
it says network. So I think when you don't have the network, it says affiliate.
Settings? How about settings?
But you do have to go in and you have to set it up. They changed it all. So like it might be, I don't know
okay.
if it's under billing, but you do have to go in under net. So you'll have to play around and see if it's under here. Right now
So
it
you
just
do-
says network. So
Yeah.
once you get the network, it's under here. Affiliate, see how it says it? And your coins. So, yep.
Yeah,
That's-
so you have to tell it you want to be an affiliate.
Yes, you do. And
Yeah.
and you need to let them know. It used to just be like kind of automatic, but now you definitely have to. If you know you're going to share it out there and people want to join you, I just suggest everybody just do it when they start, because that way you don't have to worry about it and it's done. It doesn't cost money to do it, so just go in and get it set up. You have to they pay by, they're international, so you have to give them the right information so that you might get somebody from England that wants to do it, or from wherever, which is nice. So anybody can join. So do we have any other questions for today's training? No?
This was recorded and
Yes.
the link to her YouTube channel. So you
Yeah,
can,
so my
one or the
YouTube
other.
channel is very easy. It's Success with Scola. So you just go to youtube.com/Success with Scola. But after this is uploaded, I will put it in our group, and then you guys will know that it'll be on there. And I just go in, and even if you just subscribe to my channel, you'll always get an update when I put new up there. So there's other stuff, trainings we're doing, and you might want to watch them too. There's good ones on there. It's all about training on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to stop the recording now. And again, if you know somebody who's on here, if you've shared this with whoever, you know, make sure you use their link to start, so that you not only get the discount and it's $9.99, but then you guys can start your own little affiliate group together, which is awesome. And then we'll be back next Thursday again at 1. So
bye, Mary's cat.